The Beast of Montmartre, the story of Thierry Paulin. Welcome to The Most Evil, where we delve into the minds of history's most notorious serial killers. In the 1980s, a shadow loomed over the picturesque streets of Montmartre. This shadow took the form of Thierry Paulin, a man whose name would become synonymous with the terror. Known as the Beast of Montmartre, Paulin left a trail of horror in his wake, brutally murdering at least 18 elderly women. Thierry Paulin was born on November 28, 1963, in Fort-de-France, Martinique. His early life was marked by instability and hardship. Raised by his grandmother after his parents' separation, Paulin moved to Paris as a teenager, searching for a better life. However, life in the French capital was far from the dream he had envisioned. He struggled with his identity, both as a black man in a predominantly white society and as a gay man in a time when homosexuality was not widely accepted. Paulin found solace in the nightlife of Paris, particularly in the vibrant yet dangerous underground scene. He worked as a drag performer, often dressing in extravagant costumes. Despite the glamour, Paulin's life was plagued by financial troubles and a growing resentment toward the society that he felt had marginalized him. This resentment would eventually manifest in a series of brutal crimes that shocked the nation. Between 1984 and 1987, Thierry Paulin embarked on a killing spree. Paulin killed at least 18 elderly women in the 1980s. Paulin's methodology was both brutal and cunning. He specifically targeted elderly women, knowing they were less likely to fight back and more likely to have money and valuables in their homes. He often chose victims who lived alone, making it easier to carry out his crimes without interruption. Paulin would sometimes gain entry by posing as a utility worker or by offering assistance to the unsuspecting women. Once inside, he unleashed his fury, attacking with a level of violence that was shocking even to seasoned investigators. After killing his victims, Paulin would ransack their homes, taking anything of value to fund his lavish lifestyle. The investigation into the murders in Montmartre was slow and fraught with challenges. The Parisian police initially struggled to find a pattern in the killings. The randomness of the attacks and the lack of witnesses made it difficult. However, as the number of victims grew, so did the pressure on the police to solve the case. The break finally came when Paulin began to involve his partner in the crimes. The pair became reckless, leaving behind evidence that would eventually lead to their capture. Paulin's reign of terror came to an end in 1987, when he was arrested following the confession of his partner, who had been caught and quickly implicated Paulin. The evidence against Paulin was overwhelming, and he was soon charged with multiple counts of murder. However, by the time of his arrest, Paulin was suffering from AIDS, which had weakened him significantly. He confessed to the murders but died in prison in 1989, before he could be brought to trial. His death left many questions unanswered, and the full extent of his crimes may never be known. His childhood hardships, coupled with the challenges of living as a marginalized individual in Paris, likely fueled his rage. Paulin's crimes had a lasting impact on the Montmartre community, leaving a legacy of fear and mistrust. The case also highlighted the vulnerability of elderly people living alone, leading to increased awareness and protective measures in the years that followed. The story of Thierry Paulin serves as a grim reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of society. His crimes were not just acts of violence, but a tragic reflection of a life filled with pain, anger, and alienation. While Paulin's death meant he never faced justice in court, the memory of his victims endures.
If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on true crime and psychological analysis. Remember to stay vigilant, and until next time, stay safe.